Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to Talkin Spice. This is part 2 of the episodes we're doing for the first 2 episodes of 2022.
Part 2.
What up?
So if you haven't heard part 1 yet, I recommend going back and listen to that first. Because in this episode, we're talking about life advice from an 80-year-old man.
The old guy.
The old guy.
Senpai.
So basically, it's just a list I found on Instagram of old-timey pieces of advice. And then we're just going through them together to see how relevant they are, how much we agree or disagree with them. And the first episode was super fun. I think we all had a good time doing
For
that.
sure,
And
for sure. Yeah.
we learned some interesting things like Chris is a little bit dark and Graham can't whistle.
How the fuck can you not whistle, dude? And or
Try it. Come on, do your best.
Let me rephrase
Let me
that.
wet my lips.
Wet your lips.
Your instrument.
Again.
It's more that I find out
ASMR.
today that you don't know how to whistle. It just blew my mind. I've
Yeah,
known you for
that's
so long.
weird, bro. I thought you guys knew.
Yeah.
I thought you could do the whole.
No.
But that's just one of the things that we talked about in the first episode. And the whole idea is to just see how much we agree with these basically
Old dudes.
tips for life and how to approach life and things to do and not to do. For example, in the first episode, talked about like how important is a firm handshake and
Which we had very strong opinions about.
yeah, we talked awkwardly long about fucking handshake for some reason.
Because
Well,
it matters.
it matters.
Man,
All right, so we're going to keep the ball rolling and we're going to keep going down the list. We're going to keep doing what we do. So get strapped in and pour yourself a drink and let's get to know each other a little better.
Fuck about it. That's
You got your drink right there.
chill with the bottles back there. So.
Take a sip, bro.
All good. Let's
Sip
go.
it.
Let's go.
All right, we're gonna just go straight into the next piece of advice.
Talk to me.
Is which is this is not gonna go well in this group, but become the most positive and enthusiastic person you know.
Nope.
Hell fucking no.
Nope.
Yes, be positive, but if you're that all the time, you're crazy. Sorry.
Are you guys
It's
saying
not
that
human.
because you're comparing it to how positive and enthusiastic I am?
No, just positive people are annoying at some point, you know? Like, you got to be positive, but you got to be realistic. Let me put it like that.
Exactly.
There's got to be a balance of positivity
But
and negativity.
I don't think like positivity exists without being realistic. Because if you're positive and not realistic, you're just naive. Like I think positivity is in the realm of reality. So if you're talking to someone who's just so positive, like, "Hey, your leg's bleeding," it's like, "It's all good."
Yeah, but
Like then they're just crazy.
don't you just sometimes, I don't know, you have a bad day and you just want to hear, yeah, today sucks. You always, I feel like you don't always want to hear like, oh, it's gonna be okay or
Yeah.
blah 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 blah. Sometimes you just want to hear, yeah, you know what? Yeah, today sucks. Fuck it. Today's a sucky day. We'll suck it up and then move on to the next.
Tomorrow's
But
better.
that to me is a positive person. So that to me is like someone like accepting and then following it up with, "No, we'll see tomorrow." But someone going like, "Oh, you're not allowed to feel bad." That like I talk about positivity a lot on Instagram and shit. I got a lot of flack for it because there's a lot of these anti-positivity people nowadays. There's
Yeah, what is it? They were hating on you because you were too positive, some shit like that.
no, not necessarily, but people use the word toxic positivity,
Oh, that was
and
it.
to me that's like it doesn't make any sense. You can't be toxically positive. People who are so positive that it becomes toxic, they're not positive anymore. They're just naive. They're basically lying to themselves. They're
I guess
they're
so, yeah.
super unrealistic. They're like fucking. They're completely misguided.
Yeah.
Like positivity has to go hand in hand with a little bit of realism. Like what you said. Yeah, it was a bad day. It is what it is. But a little bit of reassurance of tomorrow's a new day or whatever.
yeah,
that's
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
So that to me is a normal type of positivity. But
yeah.
You could say
Okay,
it like
yeah.
that, I guess.
people like you're not allowed to be upset, not allowed to be mad. I really wish people would understand that is not what people mean when they mean positivity.
Yeah.
That's like sociopath shit.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I get. Yeah, okay, sure.
'Cause I'm
if
a
you look at
super-
it that way. I get. I agree.
I consider myself a super positive person. I'm a very enthusiastic. I get happy really quick and for a long period of time.
Like a dog.
Basically. But that's just that's basically how I am.
Who's a good boy?
But me. But the funny thing is, I think I experience a lot more challenges and turmoil than an average person does, and still I'm more positive than most people. So that means to me, like, then that means I have to be able to do that. I'm probably a very positive person. If I can go through all the shit I have to go through and all the things I have to sacrifice every time, and still be positive and still smile and still tell other people to be positive.
Yeah.
If I didn't have any of that shit, I'd be fucking like probably one of those toxic people like you talk
Yeah.
about that'd be like,
yeah.
you're not allowed to be sad ever.
Yeah. Yeah, but thinking back, you were always like this. For instance, when you can remember, you've always been the not happy-go-lucky, but the happy-go-lucky guy. You know,
Yeah.
the positive guy, the guy that always has a.
I do
a
think
good
that
outlook on things.
I think it has a lot to do with my success. I think I
No,
am.
but even
I think I am where I am and how far I am already in my life because of that mindset. I think.
that's what you mean. Okay,
I think a lot of people who refuse to adopt a more positive mindset, I think they find exactly the reason why they don't succeed in life.
Yeah, because you'll be more you'd be the guy that says let me think before build you'd say I will be a millionaire instead of hopefully I'll be a millionaire, like a extreme example, but you have more that mindset.
Yeah, in those two options, yes, I would choose that. But if I would add a third option, I would say it doesn't matter what I become. I'm happy now already. Like I'm not waiting for like a finish line.
But maybe if you set a certain goal for yourself, you'd be more likely to say I will reach that goal instead of hopefully I'll reach that goal.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure.
Okay,
Because that's what we're talking about first episode, like fake it till you make it, kind of.
Yeah.
There's a lot more benefits to be had in faking like reaching that goal instead of saying like, oh, that's I'll never make that. I won't even try. You know.
See, that's a point I want to reach because right now I'm more on the cautious. I'll probably say hopefully I'll reach that point. Then in case you don't reach it, then you still have like I didn't put it out there like I have to reach it. Hopefully I will reach it.
That's a big thing. I think that's like a really big issue in like the society today.
Yeah.
People call it fear of failure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That makes sense,
so you're afraid like if I put out there in the world, if people know I've said that and I don't become that.
Yeah.
So it has so many anchor points to it because one, it puts a very high value on people's opinion of you, which we all know we shouldn't have. We shouldn't have like. It shouldn't matter what people think about you over what you think about yourself.
Yeah, no, definitely.
So we all know that, but we still have like, but if I say that and they'll become it, people will judge me or people will feel like I failed, right? Two, it's a really, really bad relationship with the concept of failure.
Yeah.
People see failure as a bad thing. When, again, as far as I've gotten now, and from all the people I read about and how much I invest time in, the one thing I can teach people is that failure is a necessary and important gift.
Yeah.
Failure is important.
Yeah.
Like you should want to fail. But people are so afraid of failure and people like hide behind perfectionism. Like, oh, but I couldn't do it exactly the right way, so I'm not going to do it. Like you're not a perfectionist. You're just afraid of failing.
Yeah.
But that means you also have a bad relationship with failing.
Yeah.
That you should welcome failure. Failure is a lesson. Like almost every successful person you can think of, you can run the whole gamut.
Yeah.
All of them have had to come to terms with the fact that failure is an essential component of my success. If I don't fail, I won't succeed. So people who are successful, athletes, celebrities, inventors, CEOs, leaders, they all welcome failure because it's just an important lesson of exactly what not to do. Once you know what not to do, you're good. Because we have a saying in Kosovo, so you're not going to fuck up twice.
Yeah.
If you accept your failure, if you give failure a good place in your life, man, like I always tell people in my gym when they work for me, say you're allowed to make mistakes, make a shitload of mistakes because that's what you're here for, but just learn from them.
Yeah.
So there's almost nothing you can do in the realm of reality. Because I see Chris be like, "What did they burn down your gym?" No, like there's almost nothing you can do. That'll be a mistake so great that one we can't fix or that we can't learn from.
Yeah.
So I think failure, like I think once you guys, also because you're entrepreneurs now, once you embody that lifestyle, what you said, you're gonna get to the point where you say, I will get there, I will achieve what I have. The first component is learning to accept failure.
That's a good lesson. Because for me, it's more a personal. It's not. I don't care what the world thinks of me. Like I obviously good.
You definitely do not.
Yeah. But to me, it's more a personal thing. It's more that I failed myself then. But then what you say is a good thing though to learn to accept failure and to just learn from it and use that as a stepping stone to the next level, the next step.
Become friends with failure. Welcome it as if it's someone you've been eager to see, and your whole life changes. I do not think I could have pulled off Iron House and all that shit because a lot of people don't know we pulled Iron House like by the bootstraps. We didn't have major investments. We were a lot of things against us. We were going up against fucking Fit for Free and Basic Fit and Train More. So we had to pull the fucking hat trick. And the reason we did, because we accepted we're gonna fuck up so many times, but we were ready for the fuck up to learn. Okay, how can we do better next time? And then it gives you patience because I give myself 2 years of fucking up horribly before I expect better of myself. Right?
Okay.
Sorry, you're gonna say something, Chris?
For the listeners who don't speak Papiamento, what Daryl said is even a donkey doesn't hit his foot twice on the same rock.
Basically, yeah.
No, that's definitely a good way of looking at it. I never really thought of it like that, I guess.
And you know what the funny thing is? Like, again, you guys don't really enjoy reading books. But one of the things that is a repeating...
I don't.
Do you enjoy reading books?
I would like to.
Well, so at this moment, you currently do not. Yeah.
This guy, oh my God. Anyway, go on.
Like, when you read books from not just successful people, because success is relative, but impactful people who have impact on society.
Yeah.
The over-encompassing theme are two things. One, do something you're actually passionate about. You're more likely to become a millionaire doing something you're passionate about that has a low chance of succeeding than something you know. Like, if you don't give a shit about real estate,
yeah, but you go do it. Yeah,
you have no attention to it, but you go invest all your time. The odds of you succeeding is still lower than you if you fucking love video games, doing whatever you got to do in video games, finding your millionaire in there. Right?
Yeah.
So passion comes first, and two, welcome failure. From literally from Obama to Nelson Mandela to fucking George Washington to fucking Epictetus, like everyone says the same thing. Welcome failure so you can learn from it. Failure is the best lesson in life, is the best teacher in life.
Yeah.
And when I talk to other entrepreneurs and young business owners, they're like, yeah, because I want to invest in marketing, but like, what if it doesn't work? Be like, that's true. But what if it fucking does?
Yeah.
Because then you're done. You only need it to work one time, right?
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay.
That's fair.
I'm a little bit overly passionate about this subject, so I'm gonna.
No, that's good though. It's probably a lot of people in my shoes as well that they could hear.
Do you guys think you're afraid of failure?
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
That's also one of the reasons why I don't tell people what I do, in the sense that what's it for a test that I'm taking or a thing that I'm trying out. If I succeed, awesome, cool. Hey, I did this thing and it worked out. But if it didn't work out, no one needs to know about it.
Ooh,
Swipe it. And either try again or stuff like that. It's more of my whole keeping my shit to myself kind of thing.
Yeah, but you know what the thing was about you, which always like, since you moved here, I always had trouble with, is you don't like to set yourself up for the best odds of one succeeding or one dealing with failure. That's one thing I learned about you. If there's one thing I could change from the best brother in the whole world, because the example of that, like you don't tell people about a test, for example. Mm-hmm. There are a lot of benefits of putting it out there in the world, getting moral support, making it more real for yourself. A lot of people say if you want to achieve something, the first thing you have to do is say it out loud.
Yeah.
Right? Mm. And it's not hippie bullshit. It's true. Like, you can solidify a goal more clearly in your brain if you speak it out loud. Right? Mm. So there's a lot of benefits of sharing with people. So keeping it to yourself for the off chance that you might fail, you're already giving yourself a way out. So when you're studying for something, for example, and you be like, I'm not really getting it. Well, it's not like anyone knows anyway. Fuck it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So that's one part of it. And part two of it, when you fail in solitude, it's going to make it a lot harder to get yourself off of the horse. Not a lot of people are built for that. Not a lot of people can fail in solitude. If you fuck up, if you fail something and people can share it from you, like you get encouraging words, you get support, you get a new perspective, or you get closure. Most people don't function completely correctly independently. We need society. We need friends. We need the village. We need confidants. We need life partners, soulmates. Mm-hmm. So you might be self-sabotaging yourself immensely by having the mindset of, I keep it to myself. Nothing great happens like behind closed doors. It's only once the doors open. It's like Schrodinger's cat. What you might be doing behind it might be fantastic, but unless someone finds out, it's not there yet. You know?
Yeah.
So that's also a lesson I try to teach a lot of people, is that put it out there in the world pure so that, one, you keep yourself accountable and you have a support system, because it does also do two other things. If you say it in the world and you see a friend of yours like, that's not important, or I fucked that test, like, that, this guy doesn't have my best interest in heart. That's a toxic person I have in my life. Mm. I know that this person is someone I should invest that time and energy in.
Yeah.
Mm. You're going to find someone else like, oh man, good. You need anything from me? You good to go?
Yeah.
You grant them the gift of an opportunity to help. One of the best things you can do for someone is letting them help you.
Yeah.
If Graham needed something from me and like he was struggling with something and I was the one with the solution, I'm done. Like, life is good. If I was the one that helped him, and say if you guys help me with something, and let's say I was struggling with a really bad problem, and you have a solution, but I never told you about it, and I sat in my shit. I sat in my shit, and I struggled, and I suffered. Then you would never have gotten the chance to help me.
Yeah.
So then we have remorse. Then we have guilt because I should have been there more or should have helped.
Yeah.
But the door has to be open for you to walk through it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. True.
So that form of self-sabotage is actually very common. There's a lot of books written about it. That a lot of men specifically do that. A lot of men have this alpha mentality of like, hey, like I'm a suffer in silence. Like it's my burden to bear, stuff like that.
Yeah.
That could not be further from the truth when trying to achieve things. Just putting it out there. Like there was this one motherfucker, I can't remember who it was, but all he did was every week he wrote to his mom, said, "Mom, I'm going to become a successful basketball player." He kept writing one letter every single week, like, "Mom, I love you. I will be successful. I promise." He kept it out there. That's a very heavy level of accountability because you're promising something to like your mom, right?
Yeah.
That's heavy.
Yeah.
But he said every time he wrote that, as much as he hated practice, getting up early, he knew external motivation, he had to fucking do it.
Yeah.
And when he fucked up, his mom knew how important it was to him. So instead of his mom just calling him, be all like, "Hey, you didn't make this match or whatever, or you fucked up this game," the mom knew, okay, this is important to this kid. I have to fly out and reassure him and remind him, you're good.
Yeah.
Just try again. But if the kid never wrote those letters and he just sit in the suffering, and the mom be all like, "Oh, it's okay, it's just basketball." Imagine someone who's dying to become a basketball player, the mom just says it's just basketball. That's a way to kill hope, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely.
Again, overly passionate. I can go on for ages about this shit, but let's move on before we get a little bit too deep in it. Because the one
before we hit the half-hour mark.
Exactly. The one you want to talk about from the first episode
Yeah.
is tip number 18 is to be romantic.
I'm romantic as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
The only issue I have right now is that I'm not in a relationship so that I can, like
you have anyone to romance.
Yeah. Exactly. So I got all this pent up romance. I'm like, I want to do this thing, but I ain't got no one to do it.
Bro, I'm right here, bro.
You get it. You get enough.
I get the bromance. I get
the
bromance.
Exactly.
So, ladies, you heard him. If you're in dire need of some grade A romance, but I agree. I mean, I don't know if it's how we were raized.
Can't spell romance without romaine, right?
But
hey, come on now. Come on.
Dude,
I gotta tell you though, that was a soft handshake, bro. I don't respect you anymore, bro. Not I have a negative. No, see.
No, but being romantic, I think, is underrated.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's kind of like what you asked me before about karma. Why not just err on the side of caution, be on the right side of history, and just be romantic with someone,
Man, I was romantic. I used to be back when I was in relationships.
Oh, here we go. Look at
romantic as fuck, dude.
When Chris starts talking, his head leans.
Yo.
You know it's about to get real.
Man,
I don't think I've heard the story. Go on.
And I've
what's the most romantic shit you've ever done?
Most romantic shit was back when I was in a relationship. It was our anniversary.
Okay.
I picked her up.
Physically, because you probably could
as well.
Okay, cool.
And put her in my car. Didn't tell her where we were going. Just told her to dress nice. Took her to a new restaurant that opened. She was into sushi, so we went and got sushi and whatnot.
Was that the Riffort?
No, this one was near. I forgot the name of the beach, but Bani Brizes.
You know what you want to talk about?
Sushi next to Brizes.
So if you're driving from Mambo to Punda, well, there's like
cool.
over there. But yeah, called the restaurant. Was like, yo, I got this special event.
Hook it up.
I want like the whole like balcony to ourselves.
Okay.
Like, okay, no problem. Got the whole balcony to ourselves. Okay. Got her a gift and whatnot. Yo, I go all out with that shit, dude.
Okay.
Don't fuck with me, dude.
Baller. Hey.
I see you.
Keep it in your pants, dude. Okay. No, but Graham, are you a romantic person?
No.
I am not even a little bit surprised. I don't know why.
You know why?
That's right. I do know why.
I see Graham is like, I love you. Here's some cheese. Just like a block of cheese.
Nah, that's it's just I don't know, bro.
But it might be low hanging fruit. But is it because does it come natural to you? Is it like an insecurity thing? Like you're afraid of the reaction. That's why you might as well just not do it. I think that's the reason why most guys aren't romantic.
Afraid of the reaction, as in what? Like what reaction would I get?
You try to be like Casanova Suave Papi,
and be like, nah.
and they don't react the way someone should react in the situation. I feel like it's embarrassing to you.
Okay, wait. What do you want to ask me?
Let's say for you to be romantic.
God, here we go.
No. This is a cute one. Let's say you're being romantic and you're like you want to make her a cookie. You make her like a heart shaped cookie and then you give it to her and her reaction is oh thanks. Is that like what you're afraid of or?
I don't think so.
No, because be honest, that's the reaction I would expect. Like, oh, thanks, and you eat it. That's, I mean,
what else? I love you too, and then
no,
she eats it.
No.
Okay.
That's the reaction I expect. Like,
Who hurt you?
It's a cookie, so me. No, because, but okay. Well, sorry, what was your question again?
Like, do you think the lack of romance is a question of ability to be romantic, or is it an insecurity about your skills? Like, I'm sure you know how to be romantic.
Yeah,
but are you
definitely.
just if you're afraid, like if I do the basic ABC steps of romance, maybe it'll be weird, or maybe it'll be awkward, or she won't
I
react
think
the right way?
I think it's just what it is. I think it's just male ego, bro. I think it's just the masculinity, right? They gotta be mad. I think that's just
you think
it.
like,
I
like
think that's just it.
you should love me already. I don't need to be romantic.
No, you shouldn't
Or
love
do you
me.
think it's feminine to be romantic?
I don't think it's no. I think it's feminine to be romantic. I think it's just
Less manly.
no. It's just I'm not as comfortable as you guys as being vulnerable.
Being vulnerable. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think a lot of guys are.
respect that.
Yeah,
I respect
I think that's the problem we have with it. It's just, it's just when I've done it. I don't do it often. I've done it maybe once or twice, maybe like something romantic, whatever. It doesn't feel natural to me. It feels weird, I guess. Like it's. I'm not being me. It's like
I think it also has a lot to say about if you're with the right person or not.
True.
Even for that part of your life. I mean, I've had girlfriends when I was 16. I knew that wasn't my forever.
Yeah.
But for that moment, that could have been the right person, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it depends if you're with the right person for that moment. Because
yeah,
if it's important to you and you try to express those feelings and emotions, and the person reacts like a fucking bitch, then you're like, well, fuck you then. I guess I'll never be romantic again.
Yeah.
So it has to be with the right person also.
but I guess it's also slightly your fault because this man already is like overly. He's overly fucking.
This dude wanted to get married
Exactly.
like at fucking 13.
So if I want a chick, and that's my guy, so I was always with this guy. So if I want a chick, like, oh, she's gonna expect like Daryl. I'm like, I'm not gonna do all that. I'm not gonna do all that shit, bro.
I set the bar real high.
That
I'm
must
gonna do all
suck,
that
especially
shit,
especially if you two have like girls and then you're romancing your girl and then like Graham Seeker's looking at him. Why don't you do that for me?
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm not gonna do all of that.
But for me, when I was younger, like much younger,
Yeah.
later on when it was like 17 or 18, it kind of solidified. But before that, it was all insecurity. It was like, okay, I'm not the best looking dude, so I better be romantic as fuck, better know how to dance, better know how to cook, better know how to fucking sing. So it was overcompensation, but it did teach me a lot about women. So when I was 17 or 18, like...
It helps. Yeah, no, definitely.
And it worked because Fleur's way out of my league, in my opinion. In my opinion, she's like way out of my
opinion
league
as well. So,
yeah, for sure. Fleur's,
Yeah.
But
okay.
But the romance helps a lot. And
Yeah.
I think for me, romance is it's a small effort to have fun with the love you have for someone. So it's just about having fun. So it's romantic. It's not always like a statement in the sand.
Yeah.
It's just be like I have these feelings for you. I want to have a fun way of expressing it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So it's just having fun with each other. Because you don't have to do the whole flowers and tuxedo bullshit.
That's very old school as well.
I think it's also super romantic. Like if you have a girl who's like a sneakerhead, for example, and going out of your way to get the sneaker that she's got her eye on. That's romantic
for example,
as shit.
Yeah.
So it's about having fun with the love that you have together.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. No, definitely. That's definitely appreciated.
I had roommates. This was like really cute. They were together for still are, but they told me like one of the cutest romantic things that they did is one was living in New Zealand at the time and the other was living some other part of the world at the time. But how they connected together was via World of Warcraft. So then on Valentine's Day in World of Warcraft, they spend it together.
That's adorable.
And I was like, oh, that's so cute.
To me, that's again, it's what you have, what you
exactly,
what you attach value to, and if you can express it.
Yeah,
it's about the effort. If you need a crash course, if you motherfuckers listening need a crash course on how to be romantic.
But what's the most romantic thing you've ever done? You ask us what's the most romantic thing you've ever done. Now what sticks up?
That was just off the top of my head, by the way.
Okay, now first thing that comes to your head right now, boom.
Ooh, that's hard.
Paint me a picture.
Oh, okay. Give me a second to think because it did a lot.
Sad, because let's see why you think I'll just freestyle.
I think the most romantic thing I've ever done is how I proposed. So I proposed to Fleur.
Good answer.
Yeah. So how I proposed to Fleur is we were on Aruba. It was the second day, and I got a beautiful ring made from one of our friends. So it was it's a really nice ring. It's like it's not a basic ring you can get, and because our friends are jewelers, so I was able to step up my game. I didn't have to settle for something. I was like, no,
you can hook it up.
Yeah, I could hook it up. So I got a really nice ring.
Yeah.
So I snuck that bitch in my camera box. I didn't want to take my camera with me.
Yeah.
I had like a really expensive professional camera. I still do, but it was another one. And I was like, I don't want to take to Aruba. It could get like stolen or whatever.
Shit could happen.
So I had to sneak it in the camera pouch, right? So we got there, and then it was almost sunset. And we have this thing where we go to the islands. We're always jet lagged for the first 5 days, so we wake up at 5. So I want to take a nap at like sunset, right?
Yeah.
So I told her, oh, you know what? I brought my camera because I want to take a time lapse of the sunset. So be like, oh, hey, babe, it's almost sunset. We got to go because I need to get a time lapse of this. Because I'm a photographer, so she bought it.
Yeah.
Took my shit with me. We walked to that specific beach. And I told her, Fleur knows a little bit about photography because I talk about it a lot. When you're shooting something really far in the distance, you need a specific type of focus. Because it's far. You need like a high F
value.
Yeah. And the focus needs to be like really deep. So I told her, go stand there for me so I can make sure that the focus is on the sunset and not in the foreground.
Yeah.
She went to stand there, the wind was blowing, she was looking all pretty and shit.
Yeah.
So I had the ring in my little pocket.
Yeah.
So I put the camera down and it was filming, someone was going down. And I went next to her and I was like, okay, let's just stand here and take a picture. And then we were standing there and she had no idea. Put a ring in her pocket, got it on her knee. And that's how it goes. So that's a simple thing. That's a simple example.
Yeah.
But that means like level 1 romance. But Fleur being the thug that she is, I guys have told you. But I was on one knee holding the ring out. Fleur was looking at it. He was like, took the ring out of my hand. Because Fleur's like the embodiment of the strong, independent woman. She's like, I didn't know when to put a ring on my fucking finger.
Yeah.
She grabbed the ring out of my hand and be like, what do you? She put it on her own finger. I'm like, that's my job. That's what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
So wait. Like having the ring in your pocket, like how often were you in your mind like, do I still have the ring?
That whole fucking walk over. I was like walking, tap my pocket, walking, tap my pocket the whole time. Romance is important. It's fun when you're good at it. Also, I do probably have the same experience, but it's just. At some point, you're just like you're playing in God mode. You're like, hey, what else can I do? How can I level this?
Yeah, but it's just fun. We're like, oh, if I do this, it's gonna make her smile.
Yeah,
why not?
Like, if you guys know, between your dad and your mom, who was the romantic one?
Ooh, that's hard because my mom was romantic more often, and my dad was more extreme in his romance.
Yeah,
right. Am I accurate in say that?
Yeah.
My mom was more on a day-to-day, weekly basis. When my dad did his thing, it made up for everything. You know. So
would you guys say you take more after your mom or your dad? In that department,
both. Best of both worlds.
Just cram.
But my dad told me also the importance of being romantic. He says, like he talked about it to me like it was an investment.
Yeah,
like it's like planting a seed.
That's literally what it is, an investment.
Yeah, you have to. It's like every time putting money in an account, you're being romantic every single time is letting someone know that I love you at this level. Now I love you at this level, and then you keep investing and building it up.
Okay.
So it was it's a healthy part of a relationship. Same as like communication and good sex and all that stuff is just an important part of a relationship.
But that aside, how many like couples that have broken up say that it's because there's no romance anymore. There's no spark anymore. And did y'all try?
Is that because of romance or is it just because you fall out of love or lust with each other?
I think one amplifies the other.
Yeah.
It's easier to fall out of love if you can.
If you're not shown that you're loved.
If you feel as though there's no effort being made for you. So
if we're in a relationship but you don't tell me or show me that you care about me, then why are we in a relationship?
No, okay, that's fair enough.
I see a lot of interesting little advice because again we're talking about life advice from an 80-year-old man. So we're gonna move on a little bit from these super interesting topics. We're gonna go a little bit quicker through this. Okay, a little bit of lightning round. Okay, I want to hear yes and no and one quick statement and then move on. All right. Don't allow the phone to interrupt important moments.
Yes,
agreed.
It's there for our convenience, not the callers.
Yes,
agreed.
Okay, I completely agree. Be a good loser.
Yes,
agree.
Yeah.
You
guys know any sore losers in your lives?
Sore loser? Do I know any? No, not really.
No. Are you sure?
I don't know any.
No one comes to mind.
No, not a specific short person.
Not a little blonde person.
No.
Okay, cool.
Doesn't come to mind.
No problem. Okay, how about be a good winner?
Nah, fuck that. Talk your shit, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah, talk your shit.
I believe in that. Stay humble.
Yeah.
I believe that. Yeah, stay humble.
Yeah, Fleur's neither. Fleur's a bad loser and a bad winner. Okay. Think twice before burdening a friend with a secret.
Yes.
We talked about it a little earlier also.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, that's
Definitely.
Yeah, that's hard because some things... Yeah, like, because we're like super close. We're like as close as you can be with your homies. What if there's something that I was really struggling with, but I knew sharing it with you would be a burden. But I need to do that to like come out of it. So it's hard, you know?
But in a situation like that, I would rather you tell me, because then, you know... I could share the burden, even if I can't help you out. But the fact that you're able to express yourself, that might already give you like at least a bit of steam release.
So kind of like what I talked about before about being self-destructive with your habits. Okay. I'm glad we're agreeing on things.
Think twice. If the third time you still think you gotta share it, then share it.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Cool. When someone hugs you, let them be the first person to let go.
No,
that's a weird one.
No,
like lingering hug.
Because hypothetically, if two people were following this rule, they would never let go.
That's a good point.
True. If it's a cutie pie, you hold on. No, but if someone like, I want
a little shoddy.
Ask for permission.
Hey, I have a
not forgiveness.
I have my own old man advice that I got from Grandpa.
I think I said Graham.
No, you're the other old man. Here's a good advice for dudes. Because I can only speak from how I experienced the lesson. So if you're doing it with your ladies or ladies with ladies, men with men, whatever, the advice is when you put on cologne, spray a little bit of cologne on your pinky finger and then rub it behind your ears.
Yeah.
So when your potential love interest or significant other hugs you, like when they're hugging you, they get an extra hard whiff of your cologne, and hopefully it's a good smelling cologne, and you're gonna want to linger.
Definitely.
And I've been doing that shit since I was fucking 11.
Yeah.
And at the Dilvis, I was like known as the hugging dude.
Oh, there you go.
Like when girls were having a bad day, they would be like, just need a hug from Daryl. I'd be like, come on, mama. I got you. So, and that
charge for your hugs.
Every single day. My dad's rule was do not leave the house not smelling good.
That's definitely a rule that a lot of people here could
definitely use, especially around summertime.
Yep.
I think every like bus halter should come with Axe spray. Yeah.
I don't think Axe will do the job.
DC clean.
But the thing that I don't get is that they don't notice it.
I think it's weird too.
And then you have friends. You think your friends would tell you, right? Like if you smell or you have something in your face, I'm like, yo, bro. But I'll pull you to the side, be like, yo, such, you know. But whatever.
Here's a tricky one. Beware of the person who has nothing to lose.
Ooh.
Yeah, I get that most definitely.
Yeah, because if you're in a bar fight and that guy's okay, this guy does not give a shit what happens to him. Yeah, he's the one who's gonna cut you.
Yeah. No, that's definitely a good one.
Yeah,
because they have nothing to lose, so they're reckless.
Yeah, you never know what they can do.
Yeah, with that, they don't even have your interests to lose.
They don't care about them damn selves.
Exactly.
They don't care
their
about
interests,
you.
their best interests at heart. So
that's a good one.
Forget about yours.
I like that. Keep beware of the person who has nothing to lose.
Yeah, that's crazy.
How about don't burn bridges? You'll be surprised how many times you have to cross the same river.
Yeah, that's definitely. Yeah, I agree with that.
That's a good one.
Yeah, because you never know.
It's situational, of course. But
I definitely try.
I think in general terms,
try to keep all relationships good.
Yeah, I like to say just no closed doors.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Live your life so that your epitaph could read no regrets.
My what?
Epitaph is then what's written on your tombstone.
My what?
Epitaph.
Epitaph.
That's written on your tombstone.
Epitaph.
Epicac is something else. But live your life so that just so you have no regrets.
Man, I'm taking a book out of Phoebe's thing. I can say whatever I want. I'm gonna be like, yeah, Chris died, but he was a dope cook.
Okay, it doesn't have to actually do with what your epitaph is gonna say. The point is that to live life with no regrets.
No regrets.
No, that
no
definitely.
regrets.
Yeah. No, I try not to.
Do you guys think right now you're living life in a way that you might regret? Are you doing things?
Definitely.
Yeah, but we're trying to improve it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So what's stopping you from stopping all the things that you might regret?
Money.
Nah, okay, no, but
that's literally that's it.
Yeah, but that's something else though. So that's out of your control. I'm talking about more things that are in your control that you're still doing right now, consciously, that you know I shouldn't be doing this or I should do something else and I might regret it afterwards.
Yeah, no. As far as that goes, yeah, I'm good. No regrets. But if I'm able to pay for a more comfortable place,
Yeah, but that's something else. Look, regret has only to do with your choices.
Yeah.
Like the fact that the housing market is fucking going to hell, you can't pay for a normal apartment. That's something else.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It's too far out of your control for it to matter, right?
Yeah.
So it's about regret has only to do with things that you decided at this moment. I'm taking the left road instead of the right road, and I should have taken the right road. Do you live life right now at the moment where you're not going to regret anything?
That's a good question. No, probably not. I mean, I think I'm not yet. I'm not there yet. I'm trying to get there, but I'm not there yet.
Okay.
I think it's just
no regrets.
Yeah, it's mostly because I'm just like still stuck in my ways, So I'm just trying to get out of that, but that takes time, It's not
true.
like
It's one of those difficult things.
Yeah, exactly. So
I feel you.
slowly but surely, like I'm getting there.
Who Shirley?
This bad.
This baddie.
Batty
gal. All right. Be bold and courageous. When you look back on life, you'll regret the things that you didn't do more than the things that you did do.
Kind of is like what the first one.
Yeah, it's kind of similar.
Yeah, but
so I guess.
But the sentiment is still there for what it is.
Yeah, I guess
it's about the things that you didn't do because you might not have been bold or brave enough to do it.
Yeah, I agree with that. You should definitely do that.
I think, for example, what we talked about before, putting it out there in the world, like your goal.
Yeah.
Like speaking
exactly.
It, like manifesting it in the world is one of those things that you don't do,
but
instead of do.
True.
I definitely think so. Like, because I have a friend like Seeger, he's a very easy trap door towards being bold.
Yeah,
he's out of his fucking mind in a good way.
Yeah.
So he's like, hey man, we should do an ice mile. I'm like, okay, fuck it, let's go. So having someone like that in your village is a really easy way to step outside your comfort zone.
Yeah,
and embody something that I get a kick out of. Most people wouldn't do this. So that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, definitely.
So, and it's scary.
Yeah.
For as far as something can be scary.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, if I'm doing something I know is a challenge, is scary, I'm going to assume that there'll be reward for it.
Yeah.
It's a high risk, high reward situation, right?
Yeah.
So, because I wouldn't do it, but like, I'll do something fucking crazy, and I know for sure I'm going to be miserable afterwards. I wouldn't do it.
True.
But it's even helpful for like simple things. It's like a lot of people struggle with like asking a girl out. Like the worst thing she can say is no, and then you move on.
Exactly.
But for
because you're never had that problem
for a big shy dude. Yeah.
But what's the worst that can happen? No. Okay.
What's the worst that can happen?
No, I know that the worst that can happen is just the no, but it's still all leading up to it.
I get it though. Yeah.
Rejection
is horrible.
Yeah, especially if you've if you've dealt with it often.
I've heard a beautiful quote that says, rejection is difficult when you've already rejected yourself. When you've already deemed yourself not sufficient, that's when rejection is difficult. I don't think that's a
problem for you, though.
I mean, we all are insecure about something.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, I mean,
I might be wrong, but I don't see that in this particular situation. I don't see Chris thinking like that.
I think Chris is really good at
I might be wrong.
Covering his insecurity with confidence, because Chris is you're pretty confident, but I think you're confident in a way that you're trying to make up for the chance that something's going to make you feel insecure.
Yeah, as far as I go, I'm actually a pretty insecure person, and like you guys said, I do. It depends on the situation, but yeah, when it comes to like being or trying to start a relationship, stuff like that, yeah, I'm pretty insecure.
Yeah.
As far as self-image goes, I'm still working on that. But yeah.
But again, the quote says, rejection is horrible when you've already rejected yourself. So if you already stepped to a person thinking less of yourself or thinking little of yourself or not being proud or
and
owning your situation.
But
you have that?
And that's what I don't have. Yeah, the whole like, hey, I think of like, yeah, this person's probably not going to be that interested or whatnot. So
yeah, but that's the thing, though. Do you think that because they just wouldn't be interested in you, or because you think you're not good enough? Because personally,
both.
I don't. Because I don't.
Isn't it the same thing technically?
No, because I could.
Because if you're good enough, people will be interested.
Yeah, but you could deem yourself good enough, but maybe that person doesn't see you.
That's
that
bad
way.
taste.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
But
exactly.
I might be wrong, but to me, like with Chris, I think I don't think he has a self-confidence issue. I think he's maybe just afraid of a rejection of a girl. Just
let's ask him. He's right here.
Where's that going?
Chris, is it a self-confidence? Like,
Yes.
Do you feel like you've already rejected yourself before someone else can?
It's something that you said a long time ago as well.
Because he has girls in the past, so I don't think. I don't think.
No,
I don't see why that would be an issue.
Hey, big is beautiful. There's nothing wrong with being who you are.
As far as that goes, I'm confident in my own body and comfortable with myself. But it's more of what other people would think about it. That's where that would come into play. But you once said we were talking about imposter syndrome, and then when you said that rang real true to me. I'm like, shit, that's me. Like, even if I'm great at something, like, nah.
Imposter syndrome is a bitch, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, we all know what it is, right?
No.
Talking about? So imposter syndrome is when you're good at something or you have attributes or values, but because you're not the best or for some reason you deem yourself unworthy. So you're like, well, I'm a great writer, but other people are better, so it must not be good. Or I shouldn't be this good at where I am. So you consider yourself an imposter in that position because you convince yourself you're not worthy of the title or worthy of that spotlight. So, for example,
that would basically be my mentality when it would come to a situation like that. So I'm not good enough.
So, Chris, be like, with women, it could be, oh, well, I think I'm great, but maybe I'm not because of whatever.
So for example, if we're like at like Mumbo or whatever, and there's a cute chick there, and I want to go walk up to her and be like, yeah, but see, that dude over there, he's also single. That dude's, it's not really going to work in my favor.
Imposter syndrome just means you've deemed yourself unworthy of the result that someone should have with the same title or status because you think there's a reason why you're not there yet.
Yeah, I'm trying to work to fix that.
Yeah,
I know.
But
okay. No, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
I guess just never saw that in you.
What about you? Like going up to girls?
Oh, that's not it. That's not.
He doesn't give a shit, dude.
You both are bachelors.
No,
he doesn't give a shit.
That's not an issue to me. No, like to me, it's.
I like I've wingmanned you a few times, and it's never been an issue.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's not an issue. It's not an issue, but I think about it. Oh, she could say no, whatever. But I'm like, yo, fuck it. But she said no. Okay, what's it going? Like, okay.
Hey, I always say everyone's entitled to have bad taste.
True. Yeah, exactly. So to me, it's not really an issue, but it's. I mean, I guess it's just I think about it for a split second. Like, what if she says no? But then, like, nah, snap out of it. Just go. And then if she says no, she says no. If she says yes, then okay, cool. You know.
That's, if she says no, she might have a cute friend.
True.
Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying?
True.
So yeah, that's
fake it till you make it. Fake that confidence.
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, just to me, I've never seen you that way.
Because I fake it.
Exactly. Because he's good at covering it up.
Yeah.
And I can see right through your shit always because you can always see through my shit.
Yeah, we grew up together, dude. So
yeah, maybe so. Yeah. Yeah, I just always thought it's because you were just afraid of the girl saying no. None of that had anything to do with you per se.
No, it's yeah.
I think it goes hand in hand though. Like being afraid of someone saying no is because you've already created situations or reasons in your head why the person might say no. So you're already devaluating yourself. You're saying, oh, she might need to say no because of this, or she might not like this about me. But instead of saying, like, Chris, you're a big dude, say, oh, maybe she wants a big teddy bear. It's a positive attribute you're bringing to the situation, right? So you're already rejecting yourself. Mm-hmm. So you're creating doors for the person to already walk away. And it also affects how you interact with someone. It affects your non-verbal language, your verbal language. It might make it harder to flirt. It might make you say the wrong thing. For example, a really common cases people have is someone gives you a compliment and then you de-escalate it. That's like, oh, you're a great girl. Like, no, I'm just figuring it out. So like
that is something I'm really working on as well because I used to not know how to handle compliments.
Exactly, most people don't.
So now I'm like,
they don't teach this shit at school.
Yeah, especially from other males. I think it's weird. For me personally, like if a guy gives me a compliment, like yo,
man, I compliment people.
What do you do?
Same. I can give compliments like it's no one business, but receiving them now, I'm able to accept them more.
I struggle with that too because in the gym it happens sometimes, and it happens like in a public way, like in front of a whole class, and you want. I want to be as humble as I possibly can, but you don't want to, diffuse their compliment either.
Yeah, exactly.
But man, I love giving compliments. If you ask me what's like the best part of my job, is complimenting people. Because my philosophy is I'll only say something that's true. I'm not going to fucking blow smoke up your ass.
Exactly.
I'll find the one thing that's true about you and point it out because most people don't. Nowadays, it's not common for people to loudly and proudly compliment people.
Yeah.
And I'll compliment the fuck out of anyone. In the gym, loud. Sometimes I'm screaming across the gym. Be like, damn, dude. That's the hell of shoulders you got. Look at that big boy, and people, you can tell the way their faces light up and their eyes. And
yeah.
That's the best part of my job. I do it on a daily. If I'm having a bad day, for real, if I'm having a rough day or I'm kind of in my feelings and shit, like Fleur doesn't get it. I tell her I have to go to the gym. I have to. I'm gonna go work out. I go work out just so I can be like, man, this guy, he got big. And I haven't spoken to him before.
Yeah.
I have a shitload of members. I can't speak to everyone. Be like, hey man, you got pretty fucking big since you started working out here. Like, I'm loving the way your delts look and shit. Yeah. And he's like, thanks, man. And then they go somewhere else and someone lifts and they be like, hey, dude, that's a fucking nice lift. Yeah. Good job. Yeah. And it fixes my whole fucking week, dude.
But that also brings back to the thing that I've said before as well. It doesn't cost anything to put a little good out there. True. Just, compliment. They're happy. You're a happy egg.
And
do I compliment you guys a lot? Do you guys think? Because you guys are my brothers, so I don't know if I do the same thing with you guys.
Here and there, not a lot, but
no?
okay. Yeah.
Like with Kunuku, we work on Kunuku together.
Yeah. They're definitely yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I want to say a lot, but
okay, that's important to me. So if it's not a lot, then because I never want to be insincere about it, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So if you do it all the time, then it's gonna be less.
Yeah. But does he really mean it, or is it just being nice?
Yeah. But then to me, at that point, it'd be kind of weird. I'm like, why is this guy complimenting me all the time? What's that going like?
For me, if it's coming from me, it's because I think about a compliment twice and then say it once. So that's my whole thing. Like, if I don't mean it, I'm not gonna say it. But I also want to say it in a way so you understand where it's coming from.
Yeah.
Not gonna be like, hey man, like you got cool shirts.
Yeah.
Like the reason I'm saying that is because I'll notice that, wow, you wear, for example, a Primitive, fucking awesome brand, but they're geek centric.
Yeah.
So I love how you carry the geek centric thing like on the foreground.
Yeah.
But if you don't pay attention, you don't notice it. You're really solid with it.
Yeah.
But in that way, so think about a compliment twice, say it once. You know?
No, definitely.
Yeah, because being sincere with a compliment is also important.
And because my thing is, I'm really afraid of being insincere. Exactly. Like having a fake compliment, someone being like, you're full of shit. You're like, fuck.
I'm afraid of being insincere by accepting the compliment. Like the first time, like accepting like a compliment, like consciously. I was like, okay, yes, remember to smile, remember to nod. Don't smile too weird. Is your face weird? Say thank you. Okay, yeah. I was really like in my head about it. Like, yeah.
Well, you know what's funny? I have a few friends who are also kind of compliment forward. So like Sieger and Johannes, for example. Johannes compliments me on the regularly. When we have like a call, he lives in Germany, so we got a call from time to time. Yeah. So it's really nice to have people around you who go out of their way and put their own feelings aside, because giving a compliment for a lot of people is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's awkward. It's like stumbly and shit.
Yeah.
But like these dudes, we praise each other constantly.
Yeah.
And it's natural too. Like these dudes, man, like if we grew up together, they would have been like in the same rank as you guys. You guys will always have like the echelon, like the upper rank. But these guys are such good dudes.
Yeah,
and
man.
Like you guys were here at the bachelor party too. Like Danny.
Yeah.
Danny. Such a sweet guy, and he'll give you a compliment. And you can tell he's stepping out of his comfort zone to give it, but he does it on the regular.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot of strength, a lot of confidence in yourself to still pull it off. Because knowing you're gonna be saying it in an awkward way and still choosing to say it, I love these dudes, dude. And maybe that's why I'm always so positive, because we're surrounded by people who sing my praises, who say nice shit about me, who remind me, hey, you're fucking good at this, or you're great at that.
Yeah. No, that's good.
And of course, we have a friend group also where we can put all this shit aside.
Yeah.
Like when the four of us would not hang out, we don't have to worry about any of that shit. There's never a question of.
There's never a compliment.
No, there's not. But in a really good way. It's fucked up, but it's in a really good way, because our level of friendship is way above that. We're way past compliments and things.
Yeah, it's just the real stuff.
Exactly. Like it's such a high level of respect and love that we don't need to say shit to each other.
Yeah, but that like it's something that I've been boiling in my mind for a while. Is I want to see if we can like do a day without talking shit.
No.
And
why?
I don't think I could.
No, I definitely couldn't. No.
Because why not?
Just
out of pure curiosity.
Like if Nader is at my house before you guys arrive, there hasn't been a single moment where you guys have walked in You're okay. But this asshole, the first thing out of his mouth is a fucking insult. There hasn't been a single time.
Yeah.
But
that's my guy though.
you are a bit of the comfort icebreaker. If you ever see each other in a while, for example, another. When you walk in, you say your disgraceful shit, and then we're good. You know,
it goes Graham again.
Exactly. So I don't think we could. I don't think I could.
No, I couldn't either. No. But like, do you mean
I love you guys too much and not talk shit about you?
It's more in the sense that I want to do it as like a challenge.
But do you mean like
wasting my time?
Don't insult, or also like compliment each other, so be nice to each other, or do you mean like just don't insult each other?
Be nice.
No, definitely not. No,
I don't think we can do that.
No. I'm pretty sure I can easily.
I have a long list of things that I could compliment you guys about. I could sing your praises for a long time. I could. That's not a problem. But it's a lot more fun for us. I'll be robbing myself of a lot of enjoyment to saying shit about each other, especially you and Nader going at each other.
Yeah. Oh, I got it. I don't see him enough, so when I see him, I gotta get him. Get my shots in.
You gotta get the shots that count.
Yeah, exactly.
Loathe.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hey,
what's the next one?
Let's do one more, and then we can wrap it up. Shit, we can split this thing into 3 episodes almost. Okay,
let's keep it at 2.
Let's finish off on a nice little cute sentimental note.
Oh, here we go. On the mushy.
Never waste an opportunity to tell someone you love them.
Someone that you actually care about? Yeah, I 100% agree with that.
Graham?
On paper sounds nice.
I knew it.
But it sounds nice on paper, but I don't practice that.
Where do you think this type of quote stems from, though? Like, what's the root of this being important to someone, though?
I think it's because you never know how much time you have with someone.
Exactly.
Right? Like, you guys could die tomorrow, and then, you never know exactly. Knock on wood. Like, if I never told you guys I love you guys, which I have, but I'm not going to say that
now.
You?
Have you, though?
Yes,
Have you, though?
I've been drunk one or two nights.
In those words?
It's few and far in between, but that's not the kind of person he is.
Exactly.
So, Graham, you have to...
I think you and I got to go drinking again.
You have to infer. You have to infer the love. You don't wear it on your sleeve.
Exactly. You got to bully it out of me.
Peer pressure. All the cool kids are loving each other.
Tell me you love me.
Flight. Say you love me. Exactly. So, what was I saying again? It sounds nice on paper, but
it's not practical.
For me at least, either person.
Everyone is different.
But when's the last time we told each other we love each other? Can you guys remember that moment?
Usually when you and I talk on the phone, and that's how I ended.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Of course you mean it, but is it like a sincere thing, or is it just habit? You just say it like say peace every time.
When Chris says it, it's sincere.
Yeah, for me, it's to remind you, hey, it's Mabo.
Just in case you forgot.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
Okay. When's the last time one of us told you that we love you?
I don't get it back, so I don't tell you shit.
I don't know.
Never.
I honestly don't know. I think
because obviously,
maybe Chris, like when you said like at the end of a phone call, maybe said some shit like that, But
some shit like that.
Yeah, I honestly don't know.
Because obviously
it weirds you out, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Obviously, we have a very high level friendship. We're as close as people can get. And a lot of people don't understand that when I explain to people, my employees, people in the gym, about our friendship.
Yeah,
I can see the gears in their head turning, trying to understand what I mean. Most of them will never understand. Yeah. We have a friendship that has endured everything. We've been friends for fucking ever. We've been friends since we were 7 years old, I think.
Something like that, yeah.
We've gone through highs and lows, and there were many opportunities for the friendship to falter, and it hasn't. So the level of close that the four of us are, in my opinion, is that you can't get better than that.
Yeah.
So obviously we love each other. Obviously there's a lot of respect and admiration and
of course,
everything.
Yeah, but the thing for me is I'm comfortable in my own skin to be able to say it as well. Like whenever I'm talking to Nacho or Jake on the phone, and love you too, buddy. And then close the phone, Peter as well. But these are also people that I actually care about. I'm not gonna say it to people that I don't give a fuck about.
Yeah. I noticed. I said it to Sofian, for example. Sofian, he's my little brother. I love this guy to death. So the first time, like on the app, like we said that, like I said this, love you, little bro. And he sent like a whole long message, like I love you too, man. I'm so grateful and shit. Like you can notice that he wasn't used to it. Maybe from me. Yeah. And then ever since then, it's like normal for us to do. Same with Johannes and shit. Me and Johannes thing is like we say, love you, bro, never change.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So we say it on the regular.
Yeah.
But we mean it too. There's a lot of people, I think people always wonder why I'm so cheery, why I'm positive, why I have a good attitude about things. It's because I'm completely, fully aware of how many people actually love me. Mm-hmm. And I don't take it for granted. I'm one of those motherfuckers who I practice what the greats tell you to do. Yeah. I wake up every morning and I have a list in my head. What am I grateful for? How many people love me?
Yeah.
Every single morning. I haven't missed a single morning in years.
Yeah.
It's my routine. I wake up, even if I wake up like, oh man, like I got to take a really bad big shit or something, you know? So even then, on the way to the bathroom, the list goes through my head.
Yeah.
So, and the list grows when a client becomes someone that loves you, you know?
Yeah.
So it's easy for me to be fucking positive and be fucking cheery and shit because how disrespectful would it be to you guys, for example, for me to have so much love and support and like you guys embrace me and you guys got my back and shit and then be fucking miserable.
Yeah.
To me, that seems like a slap in the fucking face to the people who love you. But maybe that's just how I need to see it to make my world make sense.
I guess so, yeah.
But that is why I'm always fucking positive.
Yeah.
You can't knock me down. I tell people, you can take everything. You burn down my house, burn down my gym and shit, and I'll still be happier than any one fucking person you know because the things that I need to be happy, I've got in spades and it won't change.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That's a good mentality to have, definitely.
And that really works for me. And I've always had that mentality, and when I started reading up on successful people and started noticing that shit, they feel the same way about it, it kind of like doubled my conviction in it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh wow, successful people think of this way too. So then I'm definitely on the right path, you know. So I'm convinced that, and no one can ever change my mind. It's like people who are born again Christians. This is how I feel. This is how my world makes sense. This is how I'm going to be.
Yeah.
And this is why you can't knock me down. Everyone's like, oh man, third lockdown. Aren't you guys fucking sad and depressed? We are sad for what it is. But I am not a sad person because of it.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
That's a big, I think that's a big difference.
Yeah, as far as the advice goes, I think especially for dudes, it's a hard thing because, you know, it's not really raised to say I love you, especially to another guy.
Yeah.
But in honesty, once I got comfortable with that, I'm more confident in myself, in my masculinity as well. Hey, boo.
Yeah, hey, boo. Okay.
I tell Boo a lot that I love him.
Yeah. Does he tell you back?
Yeah. No.
Piece of shit.
Yeah, but the important thing about it is when you say it, also mean it, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Just don't say it. Just say it.
Because when you say it and you don't mean it, you can tell. Like family, for example, obligation. You meet each other for Christmas and you walk away. Or you're leaving the party.
Yeah,
like, okay, bye, I love you. It's like you're saying it because you have to, and you still mean it though. But in that moment, you're not saying it because
sincerely,
that's what you feel in your heart.
Yeah. No, I understand. Yeah.
Well, just so it's on the record, love you guys.
Love you too.
Thank you.
You knew that was coming.
Yeah.
You knew. So we talking about this. You knew.
Love you, Graham.
Before this episode ends, these guys are gonna make me say it.
Yeah.
Say it, Graham. Say it. See? Come on. Say it. Say you love us.
Think about a sad moment and then realize how much you appreciate us and tell us you love us.
I love you.
Oh, ASMR is good enough for me. Oh, Jesus Christ, Abu.
Yeah, I love you guys too.
No, we love you. Yeah.
All right, that's one.
One, yeah.
All
You
right,
get
guys.
one a year. You get one a year.
That's a long episode. That's an hour
a long
episode. So
episode.
we're gonna cut it right there.
Yes,
Thanks for
seriously.
listening. I hope you guys found that informative, entertaining.
I
thought it was a chill or fun.
Yeah, it's cool. Definitely. That was fun.
I hope everyone that's watching on the video also appreciates Abu.
Yeah. Just
Is he such a little cute?
Yeah, I got my doggy here on my lap.
Doggo.
So, guys, again, this is only the second episode for the year 2022. We hope so far you're having a great year. You're making the best out of it.
Definitely.
You're planting some seeds, and hopefully they will grow. And don't forget to check us out on Instagram at Kunuku Spices. Graham, what else you got to do?
Get the website, kunukuspices.nl.
Chris, what else you got to do?
Like, follow, share, and subscribe.
Here we go. Hey, we run the gamut. We got you can subscribe to us on YouTube for the video version of this podcast.
The Spice Boys.
And you can find this podcast on all your favorite podcasts. Well, if you're listening to it now, you probably already know that. But still.
Tell someone else. Let them know. You know?
And what is good life advice if you've gotten? What is like old-timey, old people, grandma, grandpa advice, old school shit that you still think rings true? Let us know. Share it with us.
Yes,
and we might discuss it on an episode.
Yes, Zersky. And tell someone you love them.
Tell someone you love them.
Don't forget to put a little good out there.
And be romantic. It helps, trust me. If you don't know how, holla at your boy.
Peace.